school, I tried pretty hard to be a good student. Well, for the most part anyway. One night, I just plain didn't feel like reading an assigned book. Instead, I turned to the most important tool of the lazy student, the internet. I read a free online summary and analysis of the assigned chapter. I felt a bit guilty, but I got over this feeling when I was able to spend more time in front of the television in a day's stupor. The next day in class, the teacher began his usual lecture on the reading assignment. But this time, what he was saying sounded a little familiar. In fact, it was familiar. Turns out the notes my teacher read aloud daily weren't his personal opinions, so much as they were a printout from an internet site aimed at lazy students. I credit this as the exact moment I lost all faith in the education system. Like so many slothful students have done in essays for years, this guy was spitting back the themes and ideas of some unknown professor from 50 years ago. This makes me wonder how much people really know about literary canons. There's probably just one guy who understands a book, and out of a desire to spend more time in a day's stupor in front of the television, everybody latches onto his ideas until they are assumed to be the truth. This theoretical fellow has a lot of power. I wish I could be that guy.
To say that The Grapes of Wrath is a story about the plight of migrant workers during the Depression is to give only a surface reading to the literary work. Tom Joad, locked away in prison, is released only to find his family farm in ruins. The Joads take to the road on a journey into the unknown. They have a crummy car. Probably should have taken alternate means of transportation. That's better. Okay, so they get to California and there's probably an earthquake or something, because people think that's automatically what happens when you move there. So, this is all a symbolic journey filled with metaphors and symbolic analogies. So it's really about fish. No, frogs. Maybe it was babies. Okay, we'll go with frogs. And there's Tom Joad, and he's trying to make it in this big bad world of frogs and babies, when he really just wants to soar through the sky, an astronaut of the Okie world, a scientist in a society of snobbygusters. But he's trapped. Trapped in the carousel of migrant farm labor, flying the kite of social injustice. And yes, class, this will be on the test.